Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana. We are one-stop solution for current affairs. You can find Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will get daily, weekly, monthly content on regular basis. Use the code Vikas10 and get 10% additional discount while purchasing the course. Also, students, follow us on Telegram and Instagram. The link for the same are mentioned in our description. This video has both English and Hindi. The first part is English and second part is Hindi. Timestamps are mentioned in the description below. Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we are discussing important current affairs for the topic sports for November month. Session will be quite interesting and important. Stay tuned with us till the end. First question is, who became India's 90th chess grandmaster in October after securing the final grandmaster norm at the Bijlian tournament in Bosnia in Herzegovina, Europe, and it is also the 35th grandmaster title from Tamil Nadu. So who is we talking about? We are talking about Ilamparthi AR, right? He is from Chennai, Tamil Nadu, and he became the 90th chess grandmaster from India. Next, name the team who emerged as the champion of the Pro Kabaddi League Season 12, defeating Puneri Paltan in the finals held at the Tyagraj Indoor Stadium in New Delhi. It is Dabang Delhi KC, right? This was the Season 12 final that was held at the Tyagraj Indoor Stadium, and here Dabang Delhi Kabaddi Club has clinched the Pro Kabaddi League title. And they defeated whom in the final? They defeated Puneri Paltan. Next, in November, Indian tennis player Rohan Machanda Bopanna has announced his retirement from professional tennis. Which among the following statements are incorrect from his career? If we look at here, option A is right, B is right, C is wrong. C is saying he won the men's singles gold medal at the 2018 Jakarta Asian Games. Is it so? So if we talk about this here, remember, he won the men's single title. It is not men's single, but men's double gold medal at the 2018 Jakarta Asian Games, that is in Indonesia. Next, the Indian women's cricket team has won the first ever ICC Women's ODI World Cup in 2025 on 2nd November, defeating South Africa by 52 runs at the Dr. D.Y. Patil Sports Academy, Navi Mumbai, Maharashtra. Mark the correct statement regarding the ICC Women's ODI World Cup 2025. If we look at the options here, we have to find the correct statement. So option A is right, B is right, C is wrongly mentioned. C is saying the winner prize money for 2025 ICC Women's ODI Cup was $5.58 million, while the runner-up received $2.24 million. Is it so? No. Take a note of this. The winner here claimed not 5.58 but $6.58 million, whereas the runner-up received $3.24 million. Now option C is also right. Next, the former captain of the New Zealand's men's cricket team Dash has announced his retirement from T20 International. So Kane Williamson has announced the retirement. He is the former captain of the New Zealand's men's cricket team. Next, name the team that clinched the 42nd edition of the Indian Oil Servo Surjit Hockey Trophy for the third consecutive year by defeating the Indian Railways Delhi by 2-1 in the November month. So name that team. It is Indian Oil Mumbai, right? They have clinched the 42nd edition of the Indian Oil Servo Surjit Hockey Trophy, right? And this is for the third consecutive time that they have won it. Next, the third edition of the Asian Youth Games was held in Manama, Kingdom of Bahrain from 22nd to 31st of October. The People's Republic of China has topped the medal tally with 63 gold medals. Question is, how many medals or how many gold medals did India win in this event? So India won a total of 13 gold medals. Total medals won by India is 48. Out of this, 13 gold, 18 silver and 17 bronze. Next is, mark the correct statement regarding the Hockey India Centenary celebration inaugurated in November. If we look at the options here, option A is right and B is right, C is wrongly mentioned. C is saying Dr. Mansukh Mandviya has recently released a commemorative book titled 100 Years of Indian Hockey. Is it so? Yes. So it is not, remember one thing, that this book is not this commemorative book 100 Years of Indian Hockey. This is basically the theme here of this event, correct? 100 years of Indian hockey, India ka game, right? And there is a book also, commemorative book, that was launched by Dr. Mansukh Mandviya, 100 years of Indian hockey, right? Take note of both of them. Next, Tamil Nadu's Rahul VS became India's 91st chess grandmaster after clinching the 6th Asian Individual Chess Championship held in Philippines. Moving on, badminton star and Olympics silver medalist Tai Tzu Ying announced her retirement from professional badminton after 16 years career. She represented which nation in international badminton? She represented Taiwan. Next, who became the first Indian para-archer to be selected for an able-bodied national archery team in November month? So, Sheetal Devi is the right option. Moving on, in November, the Asian Archery Federation Congress held in Dhaka, Bangladesh announced the host country for 26th Asian Youth Archery Championship. The championship will be hosted by which nation? So it is UAE that will be hosting this Asian Archery Championship for 2026. Next, identify the mascot unveiled by the 5th edition of the Khelo India University Games. Right, this was launched during an event at Amer Fort in Jaipur, Rajasthan. So the name here is Khamma Ghani. This is the name of the, or this is the mascot name of the mascots for 5th edition of Khelo India University Games. Right, take a note of this. This is important, students. Moving on, the 24th edition of the Asian Archery Championships sponsored by the Citigroup with participation from over 200 archers across 30 countries was held from 8th to 14th of November. So, in where they were held? They were held in Dhaka, Bangladesh. Next, who became the India's 26th women grandmaster in November after securing final WGM norm at the first league of the Central Serbia? Who we are talking about? Sarayu Velpula. Next, India has won the 9 gold medals at the World Boxing Cup finals and emerged as the top nation with a record 20 medals. Who among the following is not the Indian gold medalist here? Among the following, Meenakshi is not the gold medalist here. Rest all are the gold medalists. Next, Indian women's blind cricket team has won the inaugural blind women's T20 World Cup final at the P. Sara Oval in Colombo, Sri Lanka, defeating which country in November? So, defeated Nepal in the finals here. Moving on, International Sport Shooting Federation World Championship for Rifle and Pistol was conducted in Cairo, Egypt in November, where India secured the 3rd place with 13 medals. At this championship, the nation that topped the overall medal tally was which country? It is China. China held a total of 21 medals, whereas our country India, we were on the 3rd position in the medal tally with a total of 13 medals, out of which 3 are gold, 6 silver and 4 bronze. Next, who won the Las Vegas Grand Prix held in United States of America in the November month? So right option is Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen drives for Red Bull and he is from Netherlands. George Russell on 2nd position, Kimi Antioli on the 3rd position. They both drives for Mercedes. Next, name the team that Indian women's Kabaddi team defeated in Dhaka, Bangladesh in November to win the 2nd edition of the Women's Kabaddi World title. So Chinese Taipei is the right option. Next, the Australian Open Badminton held in Sydney, Australia from 8th to 23rd November as the Badminton World Federation Super 500 tournament. Name the player who won the men's single title here. So name their player. So Lakshya Sen has won the men's single title here. Take a note of this. Lakshya Sen, he is the world. What is the rank here in the world? So his world rank is 11 here. And if we talk about the women's single title here, was won by An Si Young and she is from Korea. Next, which nation has clinched the men's tennis Davis Cup by defeating Spain in the finals held in Bologna, Italy? So it is Italy that has clinched the men's tennis Davis Cup. Davis Cup can be asked is related to which sport? It is related to tennis. So that's all for the day, students. Now let's move to the revision part that will be quite beneficial for you all.
On the occasion of the Good Governance Day, that is on 25th of December, has launched 5 digital governance reforms of the Department of Personnel and Training. Choose the initiative that was not among the launches here. Among the following, that is your Digital India Land Records Modernization Program. This was not among the launches here. Rest all were there. Moving on, which of the following airlines were granted NOC No Object Certificate by the Ministry of Civil Aviation in December to commence operations from 2026 onwards? So among the following, all 3 of them were granted the NOC. Next, Union Minister Amit Shah launched India's first organized crime network database, which is aimed at tracking the organized criminals and terror-linked networks. Mark the organization that developed it in collaboration with the National Intelligence Grid. So, tell me, right, our Home Minister Amit Shah has launched this first organized crime network database. Correct? Take a note of it. So this was developed in collaboration with the National Intelligence Network. Mark the organization. With which organization? It is National Investigation Agency, NIA. Next, on the occasion of the National Consumer Day, which is observed on 24th of November, Union Minister Prahlad Joshi has recently released the Indian Standards 19412 at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. This newly notified standard applies to the product of which of the following? It is for incense sticks, that is your dhoobattis. Next, identify the organization that conducted the regional level pollution response exercise in December off the coast of Mumbai, Maharashtra, aimed at testing the preparedness of stakeholders in combating oil spills at sea. So it is Indian Coast Guard. Next, which security infrastructure system has been brought under the India's first dedicated Indian standard notified by BIS to strengthen internal security preparedness? It is bomb disposable system. So remember this, IS 19445 2025 is for bomb disposable system. Next, name the country whose product refrigerant gas 111 to tetrafluoroethane and cold rolled non-oriented electrical steel were subjected to a 5-year anti-dumping duty by the government of India in December to protect domestic manufacturers from cheap imports. So name the country. Which country we are talking about? We are talking about China. Next, Union Minister Prahlad Joshi has unveiled the Indian Standard 19262 Electric Agriculture Tractors Test Code on the occasion of the National Consumer Day. Which organization developed this standard to establish uniform testing procedures for the performance of electric agriculture tractors? So take a note of this. Which we are talking about? We are talking about BIS, Bureau Indian Standards, right? This organization developed the Indian standard here to establish uniform testing procedures for electric agriculture tractors. Next, the correct statement regarding the operational guidelines notified by the Ministry of Port, Shipping and Waterways for major shipbuilding initiatives. Among the following, if we see, option A is right, C is right, B is wrong. B is saying that under SBFAS, the government of India provides financial assistance ranging from 25% to 35% per vessel. No, it is not 25 to 35, but 15% to 25% per vessel. Next, the Defence Acquisition Council, chaired by Union Minister Rajnath Singh under the Ministry of Defence, approved the procurement proposals worth 79,000 crore rupees in December to enhance the capabilities of the armed forces. So, right option is option C. Next is Indian Air Force Software Development Institute has signed a memorandum of understanding with which IIT? It was with IIT Madras to jointly develop indigenous airborne digital communication systems in December. So take a note of this. Answer A is our option, or option A is our answer here. Next, mark the correct statement regarding the telecom security reforms that are announced by Jyotiraditya M. Sindhya ji. If we look at the options here, all these three options are rightly mentioned. Next, choose the bank that partnered with the FIIT, that is your Foundation for Innovation and Technology Transfer of the IIT Delhi, to launch new cohort under the Ignite program. So, which bank is partnering this new cohort under the Ignite program? It is IDFC First Bank, right? And this Ignite program, this is basically designed to bridge the gap between the deep tech research, funding, mentorship and market access. This will help the startups scale and have a global impact. Next, what is the new frequency range covered under the National Frequency Allocation Program 2025 released by the Department of Telecommunication as of December 2025? So right option is 8.3 kilohertz to 3000 gigahertz. Next, the Gujarat government approved the establishment of Indian Artificial Intelligence Research Organization at Gift City in Gandhinagar, Gujarat through a PPP, that is public-private partnership involving the Government of India, Gujarat government. Identify the industry body that act as an anchor partner in this initiative. So it is India Pharmaceutical Alliance. This is the anchor partner here in this particular initiative. And this initiative, it makes the Gujarat the first state in India to host a specialized AI research body, which is scheduled to become operational on 1st of January 2026. Next, name the country whose 100% tariff lines were announced to be made zero duty for Indian exports from January 1 by Union Minister Piyush Goyal. So name the country whose 100% tariff lines were announced to be made zero duty. It is for Australia. Next, how much reconstruction aid package was announced by the Union Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar during his visit to Sri Lanka in December following cyclone Ditwa? It is $450 million. Next, name the country that announced the plans to construct a nuclear power plant on the moon by 2036 to ensure continuous energy supply for lunar missions and a joint research station in December 2025. So, which is the country we are talking about here? We are talking about Russia. And the Russia's space agency is Roscosmos. Next, in December, India was announced as the incoming chair of the Kimberley process. Identify the country from which India will assume the KP chairmanship starting from 1st January 2026. We will be assuming this chairmanship from UAE. And this is for the third time India has been elected to the chair of Kimberley process. Next, find out the quantity of rare earth oxide reserve held by India, which placed it third globally as per the Amicus Growth Report released in December 2025. It is 6.9 million tons. So, India was ranked third here in rare earth reserves. Next, identify the bank that launched the digital merchant cash advance loans for MSMEs in December to support the merchants' cash flow requirements. It is which bank? It is Axis Bank, right? And this new offering will provide an unsecured credit facility ranging from 2 lakh rupees to 20 lakh rupees. Next, RBI has postponed the implementation of the phase 2 of continuous clearing and settlement on the realization under the CTS till further notice. In this context, what does the letter T represent under the CTS framework? T here stands for truncation. Next, SEBI has revised the monetary threshold for simplified documentation in the issuance of duplicate securities from 5 lakh rupees to what? To 10 lakh rupees. Next, mark the correct statement based on the report on trend and progress of banking in India released by RBI in December. If we look at the option A is right, C is right, B is wrong. B is saying that the consolidated balance sheet of the scheduled commercial banks expanded by 15.5% in FY25, higher than the growth recorded in FY24. So it extended by how much? It extended by 11.2%. 11.2% in FY25. Next, IDFC First Bank has unveiled GUJ. Right, this is an invitation-only premium metal credit card for high net worth individuals. Next, identify the Malayalam publisher who was conferred with the France highest civilian award, that is the Knight of the Order of Arts and Letters in December, for promoting literary and cultural exchange between India and France. It is Ravi DC. Next, identify the airport that was awarded the best international airport in 25 by Travel Plus Leisure India and South Asia at the 14th edition of the India's Best Awards that was held in December. So identify the airport. Which airport are we talking about? So Singapore Changi Airport we are talking about here. Next, who ranked first on the Huron India Rich list with an estimated net worth of $5.7 billion as announced in December? So, who secured the top position? Jayashree Ullal. Next, name the person who was elected as the chair of the Badminton World Federation Athletes Commission for 26 to 29 term in December, succeeding Gracia Polly of Indonesia. So, PV Sindhu here, right? The badminton player from India. Next, find out the organization where Indian Police Service Officer Rakesh Agarwal was appointed as the Interim Director General in December following the premature repartition of the Sadanand Vasant Date. So, find out the organization. It is NIA, National Investigation Agency. Next, mark the correct statement regarding the ISRO launch of the Bluebird Block 2 communication satellite in December. If we look at the option A is right, C is right, B is wrong. B saying the mission carried a 4,200 kilograms payload and placed the satellites in geosynchronous transfer orbit. Is it so? So remember here, if we talk about this satellite, it is first thing, it was not placed in the geosynchronous orbit, but it was placed in the low Earth orbit, right? And it is the payload here is not 4,200 kilograms, it is of 6,100 kilograms, which is the heaviest commercial payload that has been launched by India? Now option B is right. Next, name the pollution control vessel that was formally inducted by the Indian Coast Guard at Goa Shipyard Limited in December as India's first indigenously designed and built polar pollution control vessel. So right option is Samudra Pratap. Next, choose the Indian naval ship from which India successfully test fired the Kalam K4 submarine launched ballistic missile with a strike range of 3500 kilometers in December. So choose the Indian naval ship. It is INS Arighat. This K4, remember, this is also known as Kalam 4. Next, choose the supercomputer that was unveiled in December at the IIT Patna, Bihar, marking the first such installation in the state under the National Supercomputing Mission. It is Param Rudra. Right option is Param Rudra. Next, identify the Russian rocket that was launched from the Vostochny spaceport carrying 52 satellites in December. So, if we see here, which is the rocket, it is a Russian rocket. It is Soyuz 2.1B. 1B. Option 5 is right, not A because of 4. Option B, Soyuz 2.1B rocket. Next, choose the place where DRDO conducted the maiden flight test of the 120 kg Pinaka long range glide rocket in December. If we look at the option, it is Chandipur, Odisha. Next, where did the Union Minister Ram Mohan Naidu inaugurated the flag off of the inaugural flight of the Hindustan Aeronautic Limit's indigenous Dhruv next generation civil helicopter in December? So, which among the following? It was from Bengaluru, Karnataka. Next, choose the team that has won the Tech Mahindra Global Chess League in December by defeating Triveni Continental Kings in the final held at Mumbai, Maharashtra. So, it is Alpine SG Pipers, right? This is the team that has won the Tech Mahindra Global Chess League 25 in December. Next, in December, former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Begum Khalida Zia, the chairperson of Bangladesh National Party, recently passed away. She was the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh. What was her first term as the Prime Minister? It was from 1996 to 1991 to 1996. Then again from 2001 to 2006 also. This was her second term. But this was her first term. Next, National Farmers Day, that is your Kisan Divas, is celebrated every year on 23rd December to honor the contributions of farmers and commemorate the birth anniversary of Chaudhry Charan Singh. Which birth anniversary of Chaudhry Charan Singh is being celebrated in 2025? It is 123rd birth anniversary of Chaudhry Charan Singh that is being celebrated in 2025. Next, National Consumer Rights Day, that is your Bharatiya Grahak Divas, is celebrated every year on 24 December, commemorating the enactment of the Consumer Protection Act 1986. What is the official theme of 2025 observance of this day? So, National Consumer Rights Day, that is your Bharatiya Grahak Divas, is celebrated every year on 24th of December. Theme is being asked here. Theme being efficient and speedy disposable through digital justice. Next, mark the correct statement regarding the Good Governance Day, that is your Sushashan Divas, observed on 25th of December. If we look at the options here, option B is right and C is right, A is wrong. A is saying that it marked the 102nd birth anniversary of Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee, that is the former Prime Minister of Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Correct? So, right option? No, this is wrong because this was not 102nd but 101st birth anniversary here. Right? It is the 12th edition of the Good Governance Day that is being observed here, and Atal Bihari Vajpayee, he was the 10th Prime Minister of India.